welcome to our weekly insights this week with me, Omar Ahmed. Before we start it off, let's first of all get our headlines. From cuts to hope, is there hope for FGM survivors? Worry over increase of arson cases in boarding schools. Review your strategies of bringing up children, Magoha tells parents. As the world marks the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation, this Saturday we bring you From Cart to Hope, a documentary that focuses on giving hope to the victims of FGM by telling stories of hope despite undergoing a harmful practice that is destroying lives of millions of girls. Here's a snippet of what you should expect.
My name is Sadia Hussein, an NDFGM champion and a women rights activist from Tana River County. My personal story began when I was 10 years old. I was cut at the age of 10. I was shocked to see a razor blade and I didn't have that time to ask questions. Today I have 3 daughters who have never gone through FGM, and it was really challenging for me to be campaigning against a culture that was believed to be a social norm, something that people really valued so much. So there was a lot of resistance in my community, and some even thought I was betraying my own culture, but I never gave up because I had to protect my own daughters.
Mimi ni champion kwa NDFGM kwa sababu nimeona hii mila ya ukeketaji ni mbaya, wasichana wanakeketwa vibaya.
Religion has been brought in wrongly into this to support this practice, and every religious leader knows that we have a duty to forbid what is evil. FGM is evil because it is harmful to the girl child.
When you see a survivor, you will see the smile on her face. But unless she confesses to you and tells you her story, you cannot sympathize with her simply because the scars are hidden. And that's what we need to understand, all of us.
Education stakeholders have been left confused on what measures to take following an increase in school arsons across the country. The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, KUPPET, now wants the Ministry of Education to consider abolishing boarding schools, saying they are a contributing factor to the indiscipline among students. KUPPET chairperson Omboko Milemba said boarding schools are able to blame for unrest in schools where students have opted to burn dormitories, attack teachers, and participate in unnecessary strikes. Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha has warned that police will compile a list of students involved in crime so as to ensure they don't get certificates of good conduct when they complete studies. The CS has also asked school heads not to admit students expelled from other schools due to indiscipline cases. Magoha has urged parents to review their strategy of bringing up children, saying they are partly to blame for failing to instill discipline on them. This follows an increase in the number of school arsons across the country. Officers from the Office of the Director of Criminal Investigations, DCI, on Friday arrested a 35-year-old man identified as Ephraim Kimani Masharia for defiling and impregnating his 13-year-old daughter. According to the statement released by the DCI, the Class 5 pupil narrated how her father slept with her severally since July 2020. Upon noticing the condition of the Class 5 pupil, the head teacher at Gatumbi Primary School took the child to a local hospital where she was confirmed to be 6 months pregnant. The girl has been put under the care of children's officer at a rescue center in Mudivi with the suspect in custody as further investigations continue. The Media Council of Kenya has expressed concern with the increasing media reports that expose and violate children's rights to privacy, warning disciplinary action against those violating the Code of Ethics. In a statement signed by the Council CEO David Omoyo, The council expressed concern with the manner in which content producers publish photos of children without being sensitive, reminding journalists to adhere to the Journalism Code of Conduct as it applies to online and offline users. The council also warned disciplinary action against those misreporting on children. An increasing number of parents are preparing their daughters for sponsors, including accompanying them for birth control procedures. Scientists at the Kenya Medical Research Institute and the University of California, US say this is putting girls at increased HIV risk and early school dropout. The study involved in and out of school adolescent boys and girls aged between 15 and 19 years and their female parents in Western Kenya. In what may be the first ever scientific investigation into Kenya's so-called sponsor-sex relationships, the experts detail how it is hurting especially girls. The study dubbed Seeking Sponyo blames parents as it does poverty as factors risking the lives of adolescent boys and girls. Leaders in Narok County have challenged parents in the county whose daughters fell pregnant during the 9-month period when schools were closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic to return them to school. Narok County Women Representative Soipan Tuya said whatever mistakes resulted to the girls getting pregnant, it should not be ground to make them drop out of school. Speaking while dispersing 16 million Kenya shillings bursary from the National Government Affirmative Action Fund to benefit needy learners in the county. She reiterated that a mistake is not a mistake unless it is repeated over and over, asking parents to give their daughters a second chance. Recently, Narok Governor Samuel Tunai said over 5,000 teenage girls had fallen pregnant during the long school holiday due to the pandemic, as recorded from the antenatal clinics in the county. That's all we had for you today, but for more information, you can catch us at our social media platforms at Mtoto News or visit our website at www.mtotonews.com. My name is Omar Hamed.